Okay, so this is the first video in my Baby Shower Decor Series. Everything in this series is budget-friendly and handmade. Today we're making a rag wreath and a matching garland. For both pieces combined, I spent about $35. I used a 14-inch wreath form from the Dollar Tree, one pink twin fitted sheet, part of an old white sheet that I had used on a previous craft, a lace valance, pink tulle from Goodwill, and 4 different pink ribbons. Nothing fancy, just layered texture. Okay, so we're going to get started on project 1. We're going to start with the wreath. Now, I don't sew, so I have no idea if I'm, doing anything wrong here, but I'm going to go and cut off the fitted elastic band that goes all the way around. I'm just going to hack it off. I bought the whole twin set, so I still have the flat sheet left over for another project later. There is a lot of ironing in this video, and I know y'all know how to iron, so I'm going to cut most of that out. But if you get that fabric really flat, it does make it a whole lot easier to cut. I'm going to cut everything into strips. My goal is 1 inch by 8 inches, but honestly, even if they're 7 inches or a little thinner than 1 inch, I still use them. It does not have to be exact for this. This is a very shabby chic wreath, and that is incredibly forgiving. So if you've got a 1/2 inch strip next to a 1 inch strip, no one's really going to notice. It just all blends in to make this gorgeous mix-up of colors and textures. I think this is the perfect beginner wreath if you've never made one before, because it is so forgiving. And the more you put in it, the better it looks. It's kind of hard to mess up. It just takes it takes time. I can probably get one whole one done in 1 day now. But keep in mind, I've made many, many, many other ones. I'm sure the first one took me a week. I folded the fabric into 4s, ironed it flat, and cut down the sides, and then into strips. Same general size, about 1 by 8. This is just a lace valance. I think I found it at Walmart. It doesn't have to be this exact one. Any lace layered in will blend beautifully. I'm also mixing in pink tulle from Goodwill and 4 different pink ribbons that I found at Walmart. So there's 6 different sections to this wreath form. I divided all my strips into 6 different stacks. It's nothing precise. I actually just kind of looked at it, eyeballed it, and made little piles. The things that I didn't have a lot of, like the ribbon, I did count those to make sure it was even. Now I'm going to start tying these strips onto the metal bars. I want this full. So I'm going to mix the fabric, the lace, the ribbon, and tulle as evenly as I can. It's still just a guess, but I try. Some of these only have 2 or 3 pieces per section, but you don't notice it because there's so much going on. You'll just see little bits and pieces, and it all looks like it's together and even and perfect. There's a lot happening here, so everything's going to kind of blend together, and you're not even going to notice. Here's what it looks like when the first section is finished. Here's your second one. Here's your third. And here's the 4th and 5th. I'll show you the full wreath in the final reveal. Okay, project number 2, the garland. This is a bonus craft, y'all. I did not plan on making this. I just had all these strips left over, and I thought, I don't want to waste it. So what I did was went and got a piece of clothesline cord, which is turning out to be great in my little arsenal. I use this way more than I ever thought I would. First, I'm going to tape the end so it doesn't fray. It does have a tendency to fray quickly, so you want to get that in control and wrap that piece of tape in there. Then I'm going to fold it over and create a loop so I can hang it easily. For the garland, I want this to look neat from every side. When I was doing the wreath, no one's going to see the back of the wreath. So it was a lot quicker for me just to tie them on. But with the garland, you're going to need to see both sides. It's going to be much more visible. And it looks a whole lot more cohesive if you do the same thing the whole way through. A lark's head knot, easy to do, but it gives you a prettier surface when you're done. It makes it look a lot more professional and intentional if everything looks the same. Just fold the strip in half, wrap it around the cord, pull the ends through the loop, and tighten it. That's it. And you just do it over and over and over again. In the end, the garland measures about 80 inches long. All right, so it's very pretty. I love the way it looks just by itself, but it is a baby shower. And there are pink bows everywhere. I got this ribbon at Walmart, and I love it. I love it. I even got it in white. I highly recommend it. I'm tying them on with the leftover strips. So I had after I got done with the garland, I had about 10 strips left over. So what I'm going to do is use that little strip, and I'm going to tie it to the garland with that. That way she can take them off if she wants to. I spaced them out every 10 inches. With it being 80 inches total, it was just easier. I also added one at the top to cover the hanging loop. I used the first bow as a template so they can stay about the same size. To shape the bows, I'm going to cinch them in the center with a zip tie. Then I added them along the garland every 10 inches. And here's the finished wreath and garland. Soft, layered, full of texture, completely handmade. These are the first pieces in my baby shower decor series, so there's more coming. I hope I'll see you in the next one.